Hey, hello everyone. Bruno here from the cloudadvocate.net team. And today we are going to talk about a super cool example of using Aspire, Ollama, and a chat online, the Blazor Front End, and more. So it's all in the repo that you can see here in the bottom. Let's switch quickly to the code. So what do we have here? This is a starter kit application that we find when we create an Aspire started application, that we have the host, we have the front end, the back end, and the service default. But the important part here is that I want to run an Ollama service to host the model. And I don't want to install Ollama, and we are super lucky that the community toolkit, the Aspire Community Toolkit, one of the extensions that is presented is basically allows us to have Ollama integration. And the whole idea is that if we want, we need to basically add builder.add Ollama, and that's it. We then add a model, and it will automatically run a Docker container running Ollama and also download the model. We can also add the data volume, so we don't need to download the model again and again, and even run with GPUs. So this is super cool, and this is what we have here in the application. We have here in the builder, we have here a very small piece of code where we are going to add Ollama, not port. We are not going to define the port. It's automatically going to be assigned. We are going to download the 5 model, and then we also add a kind of a supportive, another image to test the model. This is kind of a small chat GPT where you can see the model with the data volume and publish as container. And then in the front end, we are going to make a reference to Ollama, so the chatbot that we have is going to work. So that's it. That's the only thing that we need to do. And then, of course, in the front end, we have a chatbot that is basically implementing a query chat that is going to be shown in the homepage, and in the chat state, we are using extensions, Microsoft extension for AI, to connect to the logger, connect to the chat, and show this. Let's run this, and the first time that we run this, we are going to see a couple of things. Remember, we don't have anything here in Docker right now. Anything is working, nothing is working, and we see that, hey, we have the 3 containers here. And if we take a look at the dashboard, we are going to see that the Ollama one is downloading the model. And this is correct. It's going to take some time to download the model. You only need to do this the first time. Later, it's going to automatically do this. So I'm going to wait some time right now, and I'm going to wait until the download is finished. Now the model is done, and we can launch, if we want, our front end. And in our front end, you will see that we are using 5.3.5. We have the URL. And if we want to see the downloaded models, we can click this, and we are going to see that it's going to call the Ollama server /API tags, where we are going to see the models. We can also download the model from here directly if we want, where we say check model status, and it's going to analyze and show the full console about doing this. But the important part is we have a chatbot here. And let's zoom out here, and we can say, hey, who are you? And this is going to ask the question to the 5.3.5 model running an Ollama, and we are going to have an answer. Why say yes, I am Phi, an AI language model developed by Microsoft. How can I help you today? Everything is here. If we go back to Aspire, because this is all Aspire, and this is what we like, take a look at the Ollama server, and we can see here in the Ollama server that we just have here. This is the API that we started, that we call. It took 4 seconds to start the model there. That's fine. If we go to the front end, we see also that we have a couple of logs here when we can see the Ollama connection string with the location, and we also see the question, the answer, and more. Everything is working there. And of course, if we go to the traces, we can start to see the front end, the calls, and how we have the front end calling the front end twice, or even in the first one, calling the Ollama service model. Somewhere here should be the call for the Ollama. So, hey, we have everything here. We can chat and more. If you want to know more, take a look at in the front end where we are initializing the services. Here's the model where we are accessing the connection string for Ollama from the config file, and also a small trick here to get the first models. Remember, you can deploy more than one model. And just to show you, once the model is done, so the next time it's already there, you don't need to wait for the downloading. It's going to literally work. And the bonus here, you have also the Ollama web UI, where you can select the model. And remember, this is very similar to Ollama. This is very similar to ChatGPT, where you can see the models and work with this. This is amazing. This is a great way to chat, to do more. And the cool part, again, is that this is all managed by Aspire. So this is also a cool example of how we can download, how we can run this, orchestrate this, and later even upload this to Azure. So I hope you like it. A super fast overview. Take a look at the repo. The info is in the video. This is the AKA to access the repo. In the next video, let's see how we can deploy this in 3 clicks to Azure to run everything on the cloud. Goodbye. And remember, press like, subscribe. I always forget about that. That is important for the channel. Thanks a lot.